Hello everyone, I just finished this vest. So now I'm gonna work on my actual Halloween costume. I didn't think I was gonna do it this year, and I say that every year, and then I end up doing something. So this is that video. 2 weeks ago, me and my sister ended up going to a antique mall, also the biggest antique mall in Canada, which I didn't realize, which makes sense because I thought I was in there for 45 minutes, 3 hours. There's no time in that place. I saw this beautiful cape that I'm like, that is so over the garden wall and I would love to own it. It was $130. So I proceeded not to buy it because it's $130. And then it got to me, I could make it. And that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna crochet myself Wirt's cape from over the garden wall with like a week to go. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of crocheting involved. Anyways, on the way home, we stopped in Port Dover and we went to Lens Mill where I bought the yarn, and on the way to Port Dover, I bought a pattern on Etsy, which is also the easiest looking cape to buy, so I went on Etsy and I bought this cape pattern. I will be linking it in the description below if you also want to head over to Etsy and purchase it for yourself, because I don't have time to do math and figure out how to make a cape. I don't have that time to take things apart 1,000 times because I can't do math properly. So that's where patterns come in, because patterns will tell you what to do and you just do them. That's the plan. I bought this yarn. It is Bernat Super Value. It was $7.49 a skein. I bought 4 of them and I think they were on sale too. The pattern says I needed like so much yardage of yarn, and I think it was like a little bit more than 3, but I don't think I'm gonna need 4 complete skeins of this. We'll see where that goes. I bought 4 just in case. It's a nice color and my sister uses that color a lot, so if I don't need it, she can use it for something. What else do I have to do for this cape? Now the inside of the cape is red. Am I gonna do that? Not gonna crochet it. I only have time to crochet 1 cape. I'm not gonna crochet 2 capes. But I might head over to Fabricland and get myself some like broadcloth or like jersey. Jersey might be a little bit too, like a jersey knit might be too expensive. Just a cheap fabric to maybe do a lining. But then if I buy red and it's crochet, I was reading the pattern, it looks like it's all double crochets. It's gonna be very holey and I don't really want the red to be showing through. So if I had to buy the red fabric, I'm probably gonna have to buy a black or a navy blue fabric. And it's not the money, it's just I don't wanna sew it because I'm probably gonna have to like cut it into triangles and sew all the pieces together, and I don't know if I want to do that. So we're gonna see, okay? We're gonna see how the cape looks. I might just leave it as is because it would be nice and flowy, and I feel like if I put a lining in, even though it is true to the character, don't think it's necessary for my everyday life because this is a cape. It's a Halloween costume. I don't think I'm gonna be wearing it every single day. Could you imagine if I just become a cape person? I will be making his hat. I want to crochet his hat. How I'm gonna do that, I don't know because it's a cone. I also have to get some buttons. I'm pretty sure I might have some like gold buttons, like, you know, brass buttons somewhere. If not, Fabricland. I did go out and I bought 2 lanterns. They're in the house. Why I didn't bring them in here, I don't know. I bought 2 of them because I went to one store, I found one, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna find anything else. Then I went to the other store and I found the perfect one. Only problem is the perfect one is gold or brass or something. Again, I just want to point out that if you're new to my channel and you like me crocheting random things, I don't really have like a rhyme or reason why I make things. I'm just like, I like that idea, I'm gonna do it. The chaotic goose. Where did that even come from? But I made it and I love them. But anyways, yeah, like why not hit that subscribe button? Over the Garden Wall honestly is like my favorite fall time thing to watch. Like, yes, I love the old school Family Channel, also in the States I believe it was Disney Channel, Halloween movies like Halloween Town. I love that stuff. But Over the Garden Wall, it's just magical and it's so cute. And it's like weird and I love it, and it has to do with the fall time. And me and my sister only really started watching it, I think in like 2019. So it's been like 5 years since I started watching the show. And it's only like 1 season. I think there's 10 episodes and it's like one of those cartoons. So there's like 2 episodes or 2 like little episodes in an episode. And usually I binge watch it in 1 sitting. And this year I hadn't watched it because I'm waiting for the perfect time to sit down and watch it. And making Wirt's cape, I feel like that is the perfect time to sit and watch Over the Garden Wall. Also, it's their 10-year anniversary and they're doing something special. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm really excited. So, you know, that's why I kind of thought, I'm like, hey, you know what? Like their 10-year anniversary is coming out. I need a Halloween project. I just combine them together and that is what I am doing. I think that pretty much sums up the intro to this. So let's just start making this cape. I just want to work on this cape. And Totoro has, you know, the whole entire bed to sit on, but no. Right here, right on the project. Right on the project. Isn't that right, Totoro? Totoro! She's so sweet though. So Tuesday morning, I headed over to Michael's to check out the spray paints. Now, I haven't bought spray paint in such a long time that I was not 100% sure what I was gonna buy. I know I needed it to be red, and I know I wanted it to be matte. And honestly, this brand here, which I've never seen before, and it was a little expensive, but I did use a coupon, so it was less expensive. But it did have the color that I did want. Update on the cloak cape. I think I might have made it a little bit too small around here. I think I should have made it a little bit bigger, but don't worry, I've got a plan for that. But anyways, I don't really think it matters which way it goes right now. This is what I got so far. So like I said, like right here, I feel like there should have been more because I want it to be more drapey. So I think what I might do is just do some like single crochets and do like a thick kind of like band all the way down once it's all done. So this is what it looks like so far, and here's how far it is on the back. And this is about 30, I think it's about 31 or 32 rows down. In the pattern, it says like 30 to 40 rows of like increases. And like the more you increase, the more drapey it's gonna be. And I think I want it to be more on the drapey side. So I thought I was gonna be done at 30. I'm not. I think I'm gonna keep going into maybe 40 because I want it really flowy. Then from 40, you stop increasing and you just go straight down. Don't know how far down I need to go. I don't think his cape goes, I think this cape goes at least to the knee, so I'm gonna at least do that. I have a lot to go still. It's a lot of yarn. So far, I've used one whole skein of yarn, and I started the second one. I bought 4. I'm probably gonna need 3 and maybe a little bit. But anyways, this is what it looks like so far. Again, I feel like this is just too, like, I wanted this to be more this. So we'll see, like when it's all done, we'll see how it fits, but I think I might do like a band, single crochets all the way down, like back and forth. I don't know, or maybe I'll do ribbing. I don't know yet because I need the buttons. That's just a little update on this. It's not very interesting to film because it's just me crocheting back and forth and 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 back and forth. I did buy the spray paint. I don't think I showed you the thing I was going to spray paint either. I found this at the thrift store. Like, come on, that is like a pretty good lantern shape. Oh, there's no bottom. Just realized that right now. It's fine. I can put a piece of cardboard. This is not in the greatest condition, so I do want to spray paint it. I just have to figure out how to get the glass thing out. Doesn't matter, not right now. But I did go to Michael's and I bought this spray paint here. It's called Hebo spray. It is a acrylic spray paint. I've never used this before, but I got it in red because I want to paint this red. I kind of wanted a darker red. We'll see. I also need to buy like a frost tinted thing for the glass because what I want to do is I want to frost tint the inside or the outside. I really don't care. And then I want to put like some lights in it so it looks like light is emitting out without it looking like there's a battery powered light flashlight in here, right? That I gotta get started so that way it can like dry, and if I have to do all the extra things to it, again, I'm not actually gonna put real flame, so don't worry, there's not real fire going in there, okay? It's gonna probably be a tea light, like a tea candle that runs on batteries. I'm going to be going to Crochet Club today and working on it more, so you know, it's not too bad so far. If you want a shawl, you can stop here, but I don't want a shawl. I need to keep going. Hopefully I can get it done soon. It is Tuesday. I really would like this done by Thursday because I still gotta do the hat. And at this point, I don't know if I have time to crochet the hat. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just buy red felt and do that. We'll see about the timing. This was the first lantern that I bought. It was $7 and I don't know, it feels very Dollarama-y, but I wasn't too sure if I was gonna find another one. The candle inside is just not great, but I thought like I could take the candle out. So this was my first option, and then when I went to the other store and I saw the other one, obviously I picked up the other one, and then I still want to clean this up though, because my mom, she would like it, but I have to just clean it and put a new candle inside. Wednesday morning, I had to go and pick up the frosted paint for the glass, went to Fabricland, and did some spray painting. Update on this, I have to do 54 rows and then I think I'm done. I am at 44 rows right now. One row takes me 20 minutes to do. That's like 3 rows in an hour, give or take. It is 5:30 right now. So by 9 o'clock, I'm giving myself an extra half hour. By 9 o'clock, this should be done. It should be done by 9 o'clock. I'm really hoping it will be. This is a big project. I didn't realize how big this project was gonna be. I let these sit, so now time for me to put them together and the lantern will be done. After I assembled the lantern, me and my friend Lily actually went to Howell's for the day, so I decided to add that footage into this video. We usually go here like every year. We went a little bit earlier this year. Usually we go around like 5 or in like the evening, and they were like, you know what, let's just go for like 2 in the afternoon. We saw some animals, we saw some chickens, and there's some peacocks, which I found really funny because there is a peacock in Over the Garden Wall. You know, I was trying to relate as much to Over the Garden Wall as possible while we were here, but Lily hasn't watched it, so she didn't get any of my references. Then we found a little hiking trail that we're pretty sure we could have went on. I don't know, it was open, and there was some like red ribbon on the trees, I guess, to guide you, so I feel like, yes, we were allowed here. And then when we got to the top, there was some pigs just eating some pumpkins, and they were quite adorable. We also went through the little corn maze. I love mazes. I just love them so much. And then we saw some donkeys rolling around, which was quite adorable. Like, look at him. Look how cute the little donkey is. He's just rolling around. And then I saw some sheep, and this sheep came up to me, and he was staring at us. And I feel like the sheep wanted food, but I didn't have any food, and I felt so bad when I walked away because the sheep kept looking at us, and I was like, oh, I felt so bad. Sheep are just so adorable. That was our little afternoon trip at Howell's, and then I had to go back home and finish the costume because I still had stuff to crochet.
Later that night.
All right, so this is the felt that I got. It's very, very stiff, and I feel like this is gonna make a really good hat. I think it was more than half a meter. 3/4 of a meter, not a full meter, because I don't think I'm gonna need a full meter. I hope I don't need a full meter, because you know me, I make mistakes a lot, and I don't want to have to redo things. So that's what I got. So this is what I'm gonna make the hat out of. First, I have to measure my head so that I know how round I have to make it. Have to measure my head for the hat. We'll get a little extra, 22. First attempt at the hat didn't really work out. The glue at the top just wasn't gluing, and I accidentally made it too small. Like, it fits my head, but I don't think it's going to stay on my head. So I thought, oh, maybe if I just moved take it apart and just moved it over, but then like there's the glue stains here, so I am gonna have to do it again. Yeah, just make it a little bit bigger next time. I don't know. I have a problem with cone hats, so yeah. Hi, Totoro. I have 2 more rows on this cape, and Totoro, yes, has decided that she wants to sit. Also, that's my crochet hook. She has decided that she wants to sit right on the cape. It takes me 20 minutes. It takes me 20 minutes to do it, Totoro. She doesn't care. She's a little cutie. Oh, look at that. She's like, I don't care. So now what I'm gonna do is I have to find the top of this thing. I noticed that he has a collar, so I think I'm just gonna do 2 rows of double crochet. I think that will be okay. All I'm doing is I'm just doing more double crochets, but I counted about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 stitches in to start it, and I think I'm just gonna go back and forth just twice. I don't think it needs any more than that, and then that way I can put the buttons, because I still gotta put the buttons on here. I ended up doing 4 rows of double crochet for the collar. Current time, 9:16. Button time. These are the buttons that I got. I got them at Fabricland. They were $5 each, but because I had the Fabricland discount card, they were 50% off. So they were $2.50 per pack, and got the 3 packs. This is what the collar looks like. I ended up doing 4 rows just to build a little bit of height. Would I have liked to do ribbing? Absolutely. Do I have time to do ribbing? No, I do not. Maybe one day I'll go back and do it, but ribbing takes a really long time and I just didn't want to do it. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to the buttons now. Yeah, I'm just gonna sew the buttons on with this and a yarn needle. Totoro, what are you doing? Last night, 10:30 at night, I decided to block it and steam it because it is acrylic, and I think it's stretched out a little bit. You can kind of see like this discoloration. I think that's from the steam. I don't care at this point. So yeah, now I can just take out all the pins and then show you the reveal. It's done. I did it. I can't believe I actually finished it. I don't have the suspenders on right now because the suspenders didn't have the clippy things. They kept falling off. So I was just not gonna deal with that for the outro. It's done. I have the hat, right? Actually, I could wear the hat. I thought the hat was gonna hit the ceiling. This cape took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I'm like, oh, it's a cape. It's just a panel going back and forth. How long should that take? 16 hours. 16 hours for this cape. Just the cape, not attaching the buttons, not making the hat, not spray painting anything, just the cape took 16 hours. For a whole entire sweater, takes me about 20 to 24 hours. And I feel like I could have made it longer. I did stretch it out last night, like you saw, and it worked a little bit. If you see the holes, how they're more spaced out, that's because of the steaming. I didn't steam this part because I didn't feel like it needed to be steamed. I basically just steamed like this and down. The hat, I actually had to make twice. I had to do the hat 2 times because the first one was a little bit too small, so that good thing I got extra. I knew I should have got extra, and I did get extra. The only complaint I have is that the hot glue really just didn't really stick that well. I held it for a while, and then when I let go, it just kind of like separated. Down here, it worked fine. It was just the top of the cone, and the same thing happened on my first try of the cone, but it does look cute. I feel like I'm like going all over the place. Let me just talk about the lantern before we get into the cape again. This is how the lantern turned out. Get in the center. There we go. I did put like a little light in there, but when we were filming in the woods, again, Lily helped me. Thank you again, Lily. The light didn't really show. Like it showed in the dark and at nighttime, but like the woods, it was like 10 in the morning. The light really didn't go through, but look at how cute this lantern is. It's so adorable. Spray painting, I am not good at spray painting. I have tried to spray paint multiple things in the past, and I can't spray paint. I'm so bad at it. I spray paint way too much and then it starts dripping. But I do have to say that this spray paint that I got from Michael's, I've never seen it before. Here's the thing, I haven't spray painted in years, so to me it's a newer product. I don't know how long they've had it for, but I really like the finish of it. In a matte, I didn't want it to be shiny, and I think it turned out really good. And even the frosted glass turned out pretty good too, except you can really see where I accidentally put extra, because the thing with the frosted glass is that the spray paint goes on clear. For some reason, I thought it was gonna come out like, you know when people frost their windows for Christmas, it's in like that spray can. I thought that that's what this was. And so when I was spraying it and it was going on clear, I'm like, is it working? Yes, it is. So if you use this type of spray paint, give it a good first little coat and then go back and do it again. As you can see, there's like some, I don't know if you really can see it, but there's like some drip lines. This little thing can open up, and like for me to get the little like tea light in there, like I can unscrew that, and it's just such a cute little prop. You know, I could just put it there and then it's always a prop. I love props. I think the buttons I picked are cute, okay? Like look at how cute these little buttons are. I think they suit it. It's just they're very top heavy because underneath the button, I don't know if you can see, is nothing. I was there, I was at the store. I could have looked better, but I thought it was gonna be like flat underneath, and it's not, it's very like bobbly. It's okay. It would have worked a little bit better if it was on a more stiffer material, so I think I should have gotten more of a flat button because these ones just want to do whatever they want to do. But luckily, in my button jar, because I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I should just see if I have other buttons and can switch them, and it was like 11 o'clock at night and I was exhausted, but you know. So I dumped my button jar out. When I did that, I found these little hook and eyes, like these really sturdy ones. There was a bunch of them. I don't know where they came from. Probably in a estate sale when I bought a button jar and they were just in there. So then I just added those. So then that way it just kind of stays closed a little bit. In person, you can't really see the white coming through the cape, but like on screen with that light, bright light coming at me, you really can. This pattern actually has a hood part, so you finish your cape part and then you can work on the hood. I didn't want a hood, and I'm so glad whoever did the animation and the drawings for this show decided not to give Wirt a hood on his cape, because I would have had to make it, and I'm so thankful you didn't. So whoever did that, thank you so much for not giving him a hood on the back of his cape, because I did not want to do that. But what I ended up doing is I did do this little collar here, and this is 4 rows of double crochets, and I went in, I think about 6 stitches on both sides, and I just went back and forth 4 times to kind of get like this cute little collar, and I think it adds to the cape. Without it, it just seemed a little bland, but with it, you know, it's cute. I also could put another little clasp there if I wanted to. Again, I will be linking the pattern in the description because it's not my pattern. I didn't make my own pattern for this or like try it out myself because I didn't want to do the math. I just wanted to find something and do it and get it done. So in the pattern, they give you different sizes or like different amount of chains to do at the top. It depends on how big you want your cape. I think I probably should have done it a little bit bigger. I think I went with the second size. I think I probably should have went with like the 3rd or the 4th size, just so that way this was like a lot more closer in. But like after steaming it and like letting it sit, I also think it's fine. I would have liked it if it could have overlapped a little bit. I went 54 rows down. I think that's what I counted on like the person in the photo, like on their picture, was like 54 rows down. I also feel like I should have went with a chunkier yarn. That would have helped a lot. I don't know why I didn't. I think I was listening to Brittany, and Brittany's like, no, use like a flowier yarn because it will be flowy. But if I used a chunkier yarn, it would have been more like a thicker cape, and I think that's what I would have wanted. So if you're gonna do this, maybe go with a chunkier yarn, maybe. This is like 4-weight medium yarn. I probably should have went with a 5 chunky yarn. And then I would have got it done a lot sooner and I wouldn't have been panicking. I think it turned out pretty good. The buttons are just kind of driving me nuts a little bit. What are you gonna do? I really wish that I did get to make the hat, crocheting the hat as well, but last night was Thursday night, and I just finished the cape. And Friday morning, this morning, I went and filmed the reveal. I had no time to make that hat. Just the thought of having to make that hat and thinking about like, how much should I taper it in? Should I do a big square and then close it? Should I just crochet a cone? It just came to the point where I'm like, I'm just gonna do this. If I would have crocheted the hat because it wouldn't have like stayed up properly, I probably would have just put it on top of this one and just had it crochet over this. But I think I like the felt better. I think the felt just looks a lot better, and I was stressing about the cape. You know how it goes. A few other things that I kind of wish is that I wish this more closed in, and I think I could have gotten that look had I went up a few sizes. It is what it is. I've learned my lesson. Will I make another cape? Probably not. I can't see myself making another cape. Maybe next year I'll make another Wirt cape with thicker yarn and do something different. But I do like the cape. I like how like flowy it is. Like it is very flowy, which is nice. I do like it. I see the vision. It's just, it took a while to get this. Congratulations if you've made it this far. Here are some bloopers of me wandering around the woods looking like a gnome. I'm not an actress.
I love your elbows are out. I can see everything.
I think I want to go like over here. Now, where am I out of frame? How do I walk? I got caught. I yelled. I can't back up anymore.
Oh, the tree.
The tree. Yeah.
Okay. Now you.
I'm trying to like balance.
Look.
Run. The musical now.
Run, Michelle, run. You can do it.
I'm in the tree. Hi, Mom. I'll just spin. I'll spin in circles. No. I think that pretty much sums up this video. I mean, I talked about the cape, I talked about the lantern. I didn't think this cape was going to take as long as it took, but it took a while. Oh, I got it done though, and that's what counts. That pretty much does it for this video. Y'all have a good day now.